I keep trying to juke them and they keep shooting the ball. Stop shooting me.
What if a university cared for students the way nurses cared for patients? Chamberlain?
No, Karina neither.
I was actually thinking of this.
He's shooting the lights out at Barclays Center for the breakout Brooklyn Nets.
I'm just playing. I'll be forever with Steph Curry. Steph Curry is not forever.
What video do they make? These people only made one video. And they have 0 subscribers.
Kadaric Marine.
Who? Those two.
And they have how much subscribers?
0.
Kadaric. Wait. Who is this? They look like Mighty Duck.
Moi aussi, j'aurais dû être footballeur professionnel, mais j'ai eu un problème. Ah, j'étais nul, quoi. Ça. Oh, de la merde. Oh là là. Je jouais en division 8 district. Ah ben, c'est la plus basse division qui existe dans le football. En dessous, c'est du handball, tu vois. Donc, tu perds les crampons, tu dégages. Dans le championnat, il y avait 2 trous. On avait...
What is offense? Offense is like you got the ball. And defense is like so you need to try to get the ball. They don't really do it for you. So that's why you're making it.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to my channel. And today we are playing Block Crab. It's a good game.
What are you playing? This is over. Don't you dare shoot that Simon. He's trash. He's not good. Oh, he just rolled off his head.
What is up, WWE Universe? We are here for a WWE Now Live ahead of WWE Elimination Chamber tonight. I'm Kathy Kelly, joined, as always, by Mike Rome. And what an incredible night. We now...
Huh?
Now to our ABC News exclusive, rapper 21 Savage, speaking out for the first time since his release by ICE. The hip-hop artist, who was born in England, was arrested by immigration authorities for overstaying his visa, held for 9 days, forcing him to miss his performance at the Grammys. He sat down with ABC's Lindsay Davis here with this exclusive interview. Good morning, Lindsay.
Good morning, George. Yes, he was born in England, but 21 Savage says he is from Atlanta. He says it's where he grew up, starting in first grade. From the moment he was first detained, his legal team says there's been a lot of misinformation, and less than 24 hours after being released from an ICE detention center, 21 Savage sat down with us to set the record straight. A rising star in the music industry, 21 Savage is considered Atlanta rap royalty, known for chart-topping hits like Rockstar, which features his distinct voice. A song he was supposed to perform at this year's Grammys, where he was nominated for 2 awards.
Song 21 Savage, it should be here tonight.
But instead of gracing the stage at...
I'm not.
Gentlemen, your Zonde spears look deadly, so let's find out if they really are in our weapons test. Up first, the kill test.
I was just happy he's not.
Bladesmiths, will take your Zonde spear and deliver killing blows on this ballistic dummy. Drew, you're up first. You ready?
Let's make those intestines out-testines.
Right, let's do that. I like that.
Right now, I'm about to hear Doug say it would kill. And that's the only thing I'm here for.
To help me out today, please welcome back RJ Markaida. He will have the pleasure of wielding your Zande spear. Right, Drew, it feels very good in the hand. It lacerates deep when we thrust this into the chest cavity, into the heart, on its way out. Not only does it take some skin with it, but it also took out some ribs. Your tines right here, from the side entry, the spear went all the way through, and on its way out, it took everything that was in its path. But there is one issue. As you can see, your tip right here broke off. But other than that, this is a weapon that is deadly, and it will kill. Thank you. All right, Jason, your turn. You ready?
I know it'll cut. It bit me 4 times making it. I'm thinking it's going to wreck this thing's day.
All right, Jason, the balance of your weapon feels good. When it penetrated into the chest cavity, it hit a rib and broke it in half, got into the heart, and there was no edge damage on your tip. All these hooks right here did what it's supposed to do. Into the abdomen, ripped everything out, even the barb. And the beautiful thing about this is, it will kill.
That's what I wanted to hear.
Say hello to my little friend here. Today we're going to test the overall strength and construction of your Zande spears by, well, we're going to fire them out of this cannon into this wood block wall. Now, I'm not concerned about what your spears do to the wall. I want to see how well your spears survive the wall. Drew, you're up first. Are you ready?
No.
Well, we're going to do it anyway.
Do it. I don't even know what to think. This thing is going to be launched. I'm scared.
That worked really well, Drew. Despite the fact that you did lose a little bit of your tip in the kill test, didn't have any effect going into that block wall. Matter of fact, you sunk all the way down here. Very impressive. Your shaft is fine, nothing loosened up, nothing cracked. Your spear head is still solid. Overall, survived. Very good.
Thank you.
So Jason, what are you thinking?
Thinking, let's make splinters. I'm a little bit worried they're going to shoot this thing at a wall, and it could break. We don't want that.
That's a problem.
Oh, God, no. I'm seeing it hang up a bit on the barrel, and my heart just absolutely sinks.
Jason, we've got a big problem here. The parameters that we set for these weapons are for testing purposes. Because your blade didn't meet the 1.5 inch parameter with a circular cross-section, we cannot fit the shaft of your weapon down the barrel of our testing apparatus here. And because we can't test it evenly and fairly with Drew's blade, I have to ask you to please leave the forge.
This was absolutely worst-case scenario. Neither Drew nor I wanted to see either of us going out on something like this. I was over those dimensions 100 times. And apparently somewhere in there, there was one little spot that I missed.
Bladesmiths, this is a kill test. We'll take your Sika sword and deliver killing blows on this ballistics dummy. Frank, you're up first. You ready?
Hell yeah.
Let's do this.
I'm feeling good, yet anxious. I put my all into this blade. I'm just hoping it just takes the head right off this dummy.
Well, Frank, your blade is sharp. In combat, the Sika is sometimes using its curve to pull away the sword and come in. In this case, he pulled away the head. Overall, your weapon will kill.
Thank you.
Tony, you ready? Let's have some fun.
Frank's blade just did awesome in this. I mean, the head came off. I'm hoping mine will do the same thing. And just unleash hell onto this dummy.
All right, Tony, this is a scary Sika sword. On the initial hack into the chest cavity, it penetrated so deep, it totally demolished this ballistics dummy. Overall, sir, your weapon will kill.
Tony's blade just performs great on this thing. I mean, even though they both will kill, it's just looked a little bit more violent, so it has me a little nervous.
Gentlemen, this is the strength test. In order to test the strength and durability of your blades, I'm going to attack these shields. Remember, this test is all about what the shields do to your weapons, and not what your weapons do to the shields. Frank, you're up first. Are you ready?
Yep, let's do this.
Well, Frank, your edge held up perfectly. Right. It's still straight. It's still sharp. Everything is still tight and solid. Well done.
Thank you.
Tony, you're up next. Are you ready?
Yes.
Well, Tony, your edge held up perfectly as well. Razor sharp. I see no problem with the edge from the shield. You know, a nice solid blade. Well done.
Thank you.
All right, gentlemen. Now it's the sharpness test. I'll be cutting through this sugar cane. One cut with the front edge of your blade, one cut with the back edge. All right, Frank, you're up first. You ready?
Oh, yes.
All right, Frank, right off, your blade's got a really nice balance to it. You can see on that first cut, it kind of pulled in my hand, but it's still a good feel. On the back cut, blew right through. Any gladiator using this, be quick, be deadly. Well done.
Thank you.
All right, Tony, you're up. You ready for this?
Yep. I'm a little nervous because this is going to be the test, the performance of my blade. Without a great cutting edge, you don't have a blade. It's time for my blade to pony up.
So, Tony, is it sharp? Yes, it's very sharp and it cut very nicely. Still right, still tight. Well done.
Thank you.
Bladesmiths, over the course of 3 rounds, both of you has displayed excellent bladesmithing talents. However, in this arena of competition, there can only be one champion. Tony, congratulations. You are the new Forged in Fire champion. Frank, unfortunately, your weapon did not make the cut. Frank, first up, I want to say that there are no losers in this round, but we can only pick one winner. Both weapons were very sharp, both weapons are very strong, but the Sika was a gladiator's weapon, and your weapon was outperformed in the kill test. And for that reason, we're sending you home.
I totally understand.
In the first round of competition today, you'll be using these. These are 50 caliber, flintlock, single shot, black powder, trapper pistols. And you will use the Forge signature blades in your signature style.
Flintlock pistols? What are we going to do with these things? It doesn't look like there's any steel in them.
All right, gentlemen, each of your weapons will now be tested. Now, first, the kill test. Doug?
Watch this. Look at this.
The Spanish Navaja, an iconic folding weapon from history. It's even said to influence the American Bowie knife. See what kind of lethal damage your weapon will do. We'll take your Spanish Navaja and deliver killing blows on this deer carcass. Matthew, you're up first. You ready?
Oh yeah.
Okay, Matthew, I have started work right here, but I'm still recovering from an injury. So please welcome Anthony Palmer. Anthony is one of the chief instructors of Muay Kali. Today, he will have the pleasure of wielding your Spanish Navaja.
My biggest concern going into testing is the sharpness of my blade.
Your blade is beautiful, and it's also solid in its feel. It lacerates easily. You can see it chopped right through the spine. Now, one of the pieces here came flying out during the test. But in terms of the sharpness and the wieldability of your blade, it will kill.
Oh yeah.
Okay, Wade, it's your turn. You ready?
You bet.
Please wait, I can hear the mechanism working in there.
The thud of that deer carcass hitting the floor is absolutely the sound of $10,000. I feel like I'm ahead. That's where I want to be. I want to win it.
Alright, Wade, your blade is sharp.
Thank you.
The one issue is it's kind of rickety here, even while it was being wielded. But despite being rickety, it's deadly and it will kill.
Thank you.
Next up is a strength test. Ben?
Test the strength and durability of your edge, as well as the overall construction. I'm going to smash into this bamboo with your Spanish Navajas. Matthew, you're up first. Are you ready?
Oh yeah. I'm looking at Wade like he is one up on me. I have to outperform him on this strength test if I'm going to win this competition.
Well, Matthew, this thing's one hell of a chopper. Held together beautifully. There was slight glinting that happened up here near the tip, but it's pretty darn sharp. Very well done.
Thank you.
Wade, you're up next. You ready?
Yeah. I'm ahead, he's ahead, I'm ahead, he's ahead. We've been this way the whole time. It's a battle. I want to win it. Now it's broken.
Oh, Wade, we have a problem. On about the third strike, things started to get kind of loose, and that torquing and the stress made your scales pop off. The only thing holding the cutting end to the handle end are these thin brass sheets, and I don't have confidence in their strength. This blade has lost its structural integrity. It's no longer safe to test.
Wade, due to the catastrophic failure of the structural integrity of your weapon, we cannot continue testing that blade. So, I have to ask you to please leave the forge.
I thought I could beat down a door with that thing, but, apparently you can't. I should have put more weight in the liner, just to make the whole handle section much more strong.
Legends of the Gold Rush. The Gold Rush brought scores of dreamers to California with a fever to strike it rich. Most only found muddy water, but the largest gold.
Gentlemen, this is the strength test. To test the strength and durability of your edge, as well as the overall construction of your knives, I'm going to baton your knives through these slate tiles twice. Matthew, you're up first. Are you ready?
Oh, yeah.
All right, let's do it.
I am nervous. The cracks are still in my head, and I don't want my knife to fail.
Shoot the ball.
Well, Matthew, first things first, your edge held up very well. No wiggling, no chipping. The handle, a little bit on the small side. Right up here where the finger well is, it's square and it's a little bit bitey. Overall, it held up nicely. Well done.
Thank you.
Wade, you're up next. You ready?
Yeah, I suppose. I'm worried going into testing. I just hope my blade is usable. It is testable. I just have no confidence right now.
Well, Wade, your edge held up very well. It's a bit obtuse for me. It's more like an axe edge than a slicing knife. There is some gapping here where the shoulders meet the guard, but overall, well done.
Thank you, sir.
Christophe, you're up.
All right.
You ready?
Break that puppy.
I don't want to break it.
Oh, come on.
All right, fine, I'll break it.
I feel a little bit nervous. Tile. Not very good for edges.
Well, Christophe, out here, where it was resting on the tile, your edge held up very well. But when I hit it, it put a roll. You can hear it. Yeah, on the edge here. And I do like the shape of your handle. It's a very classic design. Overall, it held up very well.
All right, gentlemen, now that we've brutalized your blades in our strength test, it's time for the sharpness test.
I'll deliver 2 blows to this conveyor belt with your blade. Now, a sharp blade should have no problem.
All right, Matthew, you're up. You ready?
Let's do it.
Okay. All right, Matthew, the blade sharp, second cut, blew right through. First cut, when I hit, this blade just rolled in my hand. For me, there's not enough handle to the blade. But the blade sharp, it's definitely a cutter. Went through the belt. Good job.
Thank you.
All right, Wade, you ready?
I suppose.
That was not a threat.
I'm worried about the handle busting through, something loose coming undone. The anticipation is grueling. I have to hold my arm to keep my hands from shaking.
So Wade, first off, I really like the shape of your handle. It fits my hand really nicely. Good chopping edge. I can take a tree down with this easy. But as far as cutting this conveyor belt, it's just not cutting. All right, Christophe, let's do it. Well, I really like the design of your knife. Your handle feels wonderful. I like that simple grip. The style of your blade is great. I just wish it had more of an edge on it. I can run my finger along your edge without fear of cutting myself. An edge like that's just not going to cut this kind of material.
I'm sitting in the same spot as Christophe. He has some flaws. I just think mine are more.
Yeah, because I did that by myself. Is that a problem? Yeah, I know you're trash. I know you're trash.
All right, gentlemen, up next is our weapons test. Up first, the kill test.
I think my sword is a lot prettier than Jeff's, so I'm not really worrying about the aesthetics. I'm worried about the sharpness.
Brad, the one issue I have about your handle right here, it did cause some issues by rubbing against the thumb right there. But more importantly, it is a sharp blade for slashing and thrusting. It will kill. Cool. Jeff, you ready?
Let's do this.
All right, Jeff, a little bit on the inside of your basket hilt right there. It did dig into his knuckles. But overall, it will kill. Good job. All right, bladesmiths, next up is a strength test. Ben?
To test your Schiavone's basket and blade, I'm going to punch into these terracotta pots and then chop into these birch logs. And remember, it's not what happens to the vase or the wood, it's what happens to your blade. Brad, you're up first. You ready?
My Schiavone is definitely ready.
Well, Brad, once I started chopping into that log, it was just going the whole time. There is a tiny little deformation right there. It's pretty narrow. You can hear it, you know. All in all, it's sharp and it's a good chopper. Nicely done.
Yeah.
All right, Jeff, you're up. You ready?
Let's do this.
Well, Jeff, this is a heck of a chopper. It's got a lot of forward weight. It's a little bit on the heavy side, but not too much in general. And in total, it held up very well. Nice job.
Thank you.
All right, gentlemen, this is our sharpness test. Slice the rope, releasing the sandbag, then cut the bag. What we want to see are good clean cuts through the rope, clean cuts through the bag. Brad, you're up first. You ready?
Ready.
Okay, Brad, on the cuts, pass through the rope with no problem. This blade has a beautiful edge. A fine cutter. Excellent. Well done.
Thank you.
Jeff, you ready?